the car, and when I get up again, every time I get up, I keep falling unconscious. And so then he finally calls EMS. EMS comes, they have me on a stretcher all the way down the stairs into the ambulance, and I was taken straight to the trauma center. There were scans done, and about a couple minutes later, they came in with the scan results. They were like, "We're gonna have to take out your spleen." So I was like, "What? I thought I had a concussion." But it turns out that when I had the crash, the handlebars came and hit me right in the spleen area and completely ruptured my spleen. It's called a grade 5, which is like the highest, like that's where your spleen's completely done for. And I was like, I'm going to have like a part of my body taken out? That's kind of, I don't want that to happen. So the assistant who told us went out, and my dad and I just did the only thing we could do. And we prayed that if it be the Lord's will, that I might have my body healed. And the doctor came in about 45 minutes later and told me that they were going to try to save the spleen as long as my levels and everything were okay, and I was doing all right. So I was completely relieved. I was beyond happy, and I was moved to the ICU, and over the days they monitored my levels and everything, and I was doing better and better. And even the scars that were super deep on my face completely disappeared after 3 days in the hospital. I have no idea how that happened. On Thursday, I was discharged from the hospital, and I was so glad to be back out in the open and to get home and everything. I still had a lot of pain just because there was a lot of blood that spilled out from the spleen. But it was slowly soaking up, and throughout the couple months afterwards, it all soaked up, and at the final checkup, my doctor pronounced that my spleen was fully healed, and it was just incredible. And so I think the big takeaway from this is that God is really, he's not a genie doing whatever favor you ask, but he's a tender and loving Father who, for whatever reason, was pleased to spare me from a death or a life of medical issues.
Well, stay right there.